Thank you. Welcome to the Flemys. Tonight, we take a look back at the best in entertainment from the past year and recognize the talent and hard work of the people who brought it to us. Whether you're a fan of the latest blockbuster, international films, or art house projects, this is my award show and it's based on the new entertainment that I consumed in 2022. So I am so sorry if your favorites are not included. We have a total of 36 awards being given out, some specific to television and some specific to film. If an award isn't specified, assume it covers both. Awards tend to have 3 nominees, but some have more or less depending on if I believed there were films that deserved to be there. Nominations are important because it is a chance for not only the winners to be recognized, but the nominees to be celebrated for their incredible achievements as well. I'm so excited to announce the winners, and I hope you're excited to hear them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the first annual Flemys. Let's start off the night strong. Costume design is an integral part of any television show, and this year's nominees for Best Costume Design have excelled in their craft. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Costume Design in television. Kate Hawley for The Rings of Power. Amy Paris for Stranger Things 4. Megan Kasperlik for Moon Knight. And the Flemmy goes to The Rings of Power. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Costume Design in Film.
And I hope your puzzle-solving
Jenny
skills
Egan
are whetted.
for Glass Onion.
Because you will also be competing to solve the mystery
of my murder.
Do not speak to me of sex.
Graham Churchyard for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Ruth Carter for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And the Flemmy goes to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Production design is the thing that grips you, the thing that really pulls you into a world and makes you fascinated by the characters, designs, creatures, and everything in the show. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Production Design in Television.
Remember this.
Luke Hall
Freedom
for Andor.
is a pure idea. It occurs spontaneously and without instruction.
Chris Trujillo for Stranger Things 4. Ramsey Avery for The Rings of Power. And the Flemmy goes to The Rings of Power.
Say that again.
Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Production Design in Film. Kara Lindstrom for Prey. James Chinland for The Batman. Maya Shimoguchi for Werewolf by Night. And the Flemmy goes to Prey. Going to the theater is an experience, and that's why at the Flemys, we're honoring the best audience. The film that had the most excited crowd and the biggest smile on everyone's faces. Let's take a look at the nominees. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Top Gun Maverick. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And the Flemmy goes to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Needle drops are a time that a film or TV show uses an already created song to elevate their piece. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Needle Drops. Running Up That Hill from Stranger Things 4. Do You Want to Taste It from Peacemaker. Something in the Way from The Batman.
But I have to try.
And the Flemmy goes to Something in the Way from The Batman. TV posters are often the first thing that many of us see when excited about a new TV show. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best TV Poster of the Year. Miss Marvel. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Moon Knight. And the Flemmy goes to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Movie posters are the first thing that many people see when they're interested in a film. And this year's nominees for Best Movie Poster at the Flemys have done an exceptional job capturing the essence of their respective productions. These are my favorite, most impactful, and beautiful posters of the year. Let's take a look at the nominees. Thor, Love and Thunder. Prey. The Batman. And the Flemmy goes to Prey. TV trailers have certainly become better throughout this year. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best TV Trailer.
I can't tell the difference
Moon Knight.
between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Stay hidden.
The Boys Season 3.
I'm in the bathroom looking at me. Facing the mirror is all I need.
And the Flemmy goes to Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer.
The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
Trailers are an important part of the film community. So that's why at the Flemys, we make sure to look back throughout the year, not considering the final result, and remember which trailers were the most impactful. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Movie Trailer. Avatar, The Way of Water. Thor, Love and Thunder.
I need to figure out exactly who I am.
I am queen
Black Panther,
of the most
Wakanda Forever.
powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone.
And the Flemmy goes to Marvel Studios' Thor, Love and Thunder official teaser.
These hands were once used for battle. Now they're but humble tools for peace.
Comedy's never more important than when it's in TV show format. It's a joy every week booting up a TV show that never fails to make you laugh. Let's take a look at this year's nominees.
It's a great question. I have a pet named Eagle. He's an
Peacemaker.
eagle. Yeah, Rubik's Cube World Champion 2025.
Why is your pet's name so unoriginal?
Why are you my least favorite kid in this class?
Do you know what a GPS is?
The Boys,
Or
Season 3.
Bluetooth, or, the internet?
You made those words up.
High School Musical, the musical, the series. And the Flemmy, for some godforsaken reason, goes to High School Musical, the series. Look, I watched it with my girlfriend. It's kind of entertaining, okay? It's really bad. It's really funny, okay? What do you know about anything, anyone with half a brain? Beyond film's ability to inspire is the ability to make us laugh. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Comedy Film.
Please tell
Glass
me you
Onion.
did not think sweatshops are where they make sweatpants.
What better gift for the guy who
Guardians
has
of the
everything
Galaxy
than an
Holiday
actual
Special.
human living person?
This isn't a Christmas gift. This is human trafficking.
Do you
Chip
have
and
any
Dale Rescue Rangers.
stinky cheese?
You cops.
Nah.
And the Flemmy goes to Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
That's hard kombucha. That's Jared Leto's hard kombucha.
Reality TV takes the world by storm, but not really me. And that's why there's only one nominee for Best Reality Show. Let's take a look. Survivor 43.
What?
I don't know, bud.
Why didn't you?
I don't know.
And of course, the winner for Best Reality Show is Survivor 43. Gabler Forever.
Thank you.
Jury, come on over.
Thank you guys so much.
Here at the Flemys, we take a chance to poke some fun at the not-so-great productions of this year. So let's take a look at my 2 nominees for the worst TV of the year. The Book of Boba Fett. Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's an interesting thing in TV because if it's bad, I'm not going to watch the whole thing, unless apparently it's Star Wars. So now, the Flemmy for worst TV goes to The Book of Boba Fett. Unfortunately, not every movie that I saw this year was incredible. There were some duds in there, so let's celebrate those and take a look at the nominees for Worst Picture. Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay. It's cool. We're good. It's gone.
Black
What are you
Adam.
all standing around for? This is our chance.
Thor, Love and Thunder. And the Flemmy goes to Thor, Love and Thunder. Come on, Taika. Visual effects are so important in media, and they're even more impressive when they're done in the realm of television. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Visual Effects in TV. Andor. The Rings of Power. Stranger Things 4. And the Flemmy goes to The Rings of Power.
But the war left Middle-earth in ruin.
Visual effects are a fascinating and important part of modern film. And this year's nominees for Best Visual Effects at the Flemys have raised the bar, certainly, for their groundbreaking work. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Visual Effects in Film. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The Batman. Avatar, The Way of Water. And the Flemmy goes to Avatar, The Way of Water. One of my favorite categories, and it's even more impressive when it's done in the realm of television. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Cinematography in TV. Adriano Goldman for Andor. Alex Dishinoff for The Rings of Power. Gregory Middleton for Moon Knight. And the Flemmy goes to The Rings of Power. Cinematography is an art that can elevate a film to new heights, and this year's nominees for Best Cinematography at the Flemys have done just that. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Cinematography in Film. John Matheson for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Greg Fraser for The Batman.
Wednesday, November 6th, looting and lawlessness will be rampant in the parts of the city no one can get to.
Claudio Miranda for Top Gun Maverick. And the Flemmy goes to, by a landslide, The Batman. I love documentaries, and because of my interests, basically every documentary I watch is about movies in some way. And they do a really incredible job of showing the power of film. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Documentary. Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Special.
Here come flooding back. It was like it was last week. It doesn't feel like 10 years ago at all.
Visual effects create the
Light and magic.
that makes people want to go to the movies. Movies are special effects.
I'm Bruce Campbell, and I'll be
Marvel
your host
Studios
as we journey
assembled.
beyond the confines of our own humdrum reality and see what's really cooking in the multiverse of madness.
And the Flemmy goes to Light and Magic.
When I was writing Star Wars, there were no special effects houses in the world. How are we going to do the effects?
When I'm not watching TV or movies, I'm watching YouTube. So let's take a look at the people who entertain me most throughout the entire year. Let's see the nominees for Best YouTuber.
Marketing Monday
Atrioc.
Food Marketing Edition featuring Bergsy.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another episode
Corridor
of Visual
Crew.
Effects Artists React. And thank you for tuning into this episode. We got a banger for you today.
Okay, so we
Sean
finally have the
Chandler
second
talks
trailer
about-
for The Batman. I'm so excited to check it out. Let's do this.
And the Flemmy goes to Sean Chandler Talks About.
Thank you so much for your time, and keep talking movies and TV too much.
Music has the power to enhance the emotional impact of a film or TV show. This year's nominees for Best Original Song of the Flemmies have done just that. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Original Song.
That's true.
Old 97's I Don't Know What Christmas Is, But Christmas Time Is Here. Rihanna, Lift Me Up. The Weeknd, Nothing Is Lost. You Give Me Strength. And the Flemmy goes to Old 97's for I Don't Know What Christmas Is, But Christmas Time Is Here from the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Ho, 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 ho. Earthlings are so weird.
Score is so important for me in movies, and it's something that lasts with me for weeks and weeks after I watch a movie. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Overall Score in TV and movies. Michael Giacchino for The Batman. Ludwig Göransson for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Bear McCreary for The Rings of Power. And the Flemmy goes to Ludwig Göransson for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Next, we take a look at the tracks that moved me the most throughout the entire year. These are single pieces of music made for their each respective films or TV shows. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Track. Ludwig Göransson, T'Challa. Nathan Johnson, theme from Glass Onion. Michael Giacchino, The Batman. And the Flemmy goes to T'Challa by Ludwig Göransson for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Action scenes are an integral part of many movies and TV shows, and this year's nominees for the Flemmies have raised the bar with their impressive choreography and emotional impact. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Fight Scene. hallway fight from The Batman. Billy Butcher vs. Homelander, The Boys Season 3. Do You Want to Taste It? From Peacemaker. And the Flemmy goes to Do You Really Want to Taste It? From Peacemaker. Throughout the year, there have been many, many memorable scenes in film and TV. There have been a few that have stuck with me throughout the entire year. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Scene.
Look into the clear
Miles Braun is an idiot from Glass Onion.
Miles Braun is an idiot.
Vengeance.
Hope's speech from The Batman.
I have to become more. People need hope.
Luthen Rail's monologue from Andor.
Tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see.
Tell me your name.
Halbrand's identity from The Rings of Power.
I have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence. In that time, I have had many names.
And the Flemmy goes to Luthen Rail's monologue from Andor.
So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
Like I said before, cinematography is so incredibly important for me. And after some movies, there's just one shot that remains in my head. These nominees represent the shots that remained in my head throughout the whole year. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Shot. King and Queen from The Rings of Power. The Penguin's Fear from The Batman. The Eye from Andor. Outcasts from Avatar: The Way of Water. And the Flemmy goes to The Batman. While not my favorite medium, animated films have the ability to bring us to unique worlds in creative ways. Let's take a look at this year's nominees for Best Animated Feature. Lightyear.
Approaching 50% hyperspeed.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. You might notice that there's only 2 nominees here, and that's because I only saw 2 animated movies this year. And honestly, I didn't even really like one of them, but that's besides the point. The Flemmy goes to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Of course, that movie's so good. Horror is something new that I've gotten into this year because of my girlfriend. And I think horror is at its best when it entertains, scares, and has something to say. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Horror Film. Scream.
Hello?
Bonus question, Tara.
The Black Phone. The Menu.
To our male diners, we now offer you the chance to escape. You'll be given a 45-second head start, at which point members of my staff will try and catch you.
And the Flemmy goes to The Menu.
If they do catch... Okay. 45 seconds starts now.
Supporting roles can be just as memorable, especially on TV. These talented actors have brought depth, complexity, and charisma to their characters, and elevated the show as a whole. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Supporting Actor or Actress in TV.
I'm doing this here.
Stellan Skarsgård as Luthen Rail in Andor.
The ISB will feel invincible. They'll feel untouchable. We'll have a clear field to play.
Without me, your people
Charlie
will
Vickers
fade,
as Halbrand
and the
in The Rings of
shadows
Power.
spread darken to cover all the world. You need me.
I should have left you on the sea.
A sea that you were on because the elves cast you out.
Life, a
Jamie
faded,
Capel Bauer
lesser copy
as
of
Henry
the one
in Stranger
before.
Things 4.
Wake up, eat, work, sleep, reproduce, and die.
And the Flemmy goes to Stellan Skarsgård as Luthen Rail in Andor. Supporting roles can often be just as memorable as lead performances. This year's nominees certainly left an impact on me. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Supporting Actor or Actress in Movies.
I am Queen!
Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Family is gone!
But even now,
Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of
this
Madness.
is me being reasonable.
Showed me what was possible.
Paul Dano as the Riddler in The
All
Batman.
it takes is fear and a little focused violence. You inspired me.
And the Flemmy goes to Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. TV is home to some of the most talented actors and actresses in the world, and this year's nominees are some of the best ever. We are so grateful that we get to spend so much time with these characters and these actors in their respective shows. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Actor/Actress in Television.
Are you sleeping better?
Sadie Sink is Max Mayfield in Stranger Things 4.
So no more headaches. Nightmares?
I'm not just like the rest
Anthony
of
Starr
you.
as Homelander in
I'm
The Boys
stronger.
Season 3.
I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight in Moon Knight. What? And the Flemmy goes to Anthony Starr as Homelander in The Boys Season 3.
Ooh.
It's time to recognize the standout performances by the leads of this year's films. Without any further ado, let's announce the nominees for Best Actor/Actress in Movies.
What about her?
Ray Fiennes as Julian Slowik
What
in The
school
Menu.
did you go to?
Brown?
Student loans? No. I'm sorry, you're dying.
Letitia Wright as Shuri in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
It doesn't matter anymore.
The only reason
Tom Cruise
I'm here
as Pete Mitchell in Top Gun: Maverick.
If I send him on this mission, he might never come home.
And the Flemmy goes to Tom Cruise as Pete Mitchell in Top Gun: Maverick. It's a big one. Directors are the visionaries behind the movies that we love, and this year's nominees for Best Director at the Flemmies are some of the best in the business. Let's take a look at the nominees.
So what is her heart
James
beat sound
Cameron
like?
for Avatar: The Way of Water.
Mighty.
Ryan Coogler for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Fear is a tool.
Matt Reeves for The Batman.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
And the Flemmy goes to James Cameron for Avatar: The Way of Water.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
One of the most sought after and prestigious awards at the Flemmies. TV has never been better, and this year's nominees for Best Show at the Flemmies are a testament to just that. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Show.
Cassian Andor.
Andor.
The Empire is choking us so slowly. We're starting not to notice.
There's something about him that...
Peacemaker.
Sad.
Yes, terminate him immediately. Take the shot.
Choose not the path of fear,
The Rings of Power.
but that of faith.
And the Flemmy goes to Andor. The Best Picture award is the highest honor at the Flemys. And this year's nominees are some of my favorites of all time. Let's find out which ones have a chance to take home the award for Best Picture.
I need you to be strong.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
Strong heart.
The Batman.
What's black and blue and dead all over?
Top Gun: Maverick.
Having any fun yet?
And the Flemmy goes to The Batman. And there you have it, the first annual Flemmy Awards. 2022 has been an amazing year for film and TV, and tonight has been a very exciting night. I hope you enjoyed my little celebration of the best in entertainment, and I hope you'll join me next year for another edition of the Flemys. Thank you for watching, and good night. Looking forward into 2023, I hope to explore more genres and, of course, watch more movies and TV shows. My most anticipated movie's gotta be Dune Part 2. And as for most anticipated TV show, I think I gotta go with Loki Season 2. Thank you, and I'll see you next year.